Welcome back to Here's What. Now, I haven't been around for a while, things get in the way, gotten busy, work, but I am back. We have a lot to talk about, so I'm going to start off with Raw and what has been happening over the past couple of weeks. The biggest thing on Raw would be the Universal Championship. Kevin Owens is still your Universal Champion. He defeated Seth Rollins inside a Hell in a Cell, thanks to Chris Jericho, who now they're all feuding, I guess, and Roman Reigns is involved. Not really sure. The end of Raw, we saw Roman Reigns and Roman saved by Seth Rollins. Don't look too much into that. I think they all just have common enemies. I know Shield fans were probably ecstatic, but looking forward to see where this is going. We also had Brian Kendrick defeat TJ Perkins, which was pretty much his last opportunity, and is a new Cruiserweight champion. Now, TJ has been frustrated, clearly, by losing. On Monday, after he lost a non-title match, or I believe it was a title match, sorry, he freaked out on Kendrick. I don't know if this is going to be a new TJ Perkins. I kind of liked it. Shows, a lot more personality, and kind of want to see that, people. We also obviously had Sasha Banks, Charlotte, main event of pay-per-view, not only main eventing a pay-per-view, it was inside a Hell in a Cell. I don't know what else I can say. These two women are phenomenal. Match of the Year candidate, obviously. Charlotte won, becoming a 3-time women's champion. Now, I'm not sure if Sasha, excuse me. Sorry. It's gotta be coming that season. I'm not sure if Sasha is injured or what is happening, but it looks like Bayley may step up and try and challenge Charlotte sometime in the near future. I wouldn't mind seeing that if you're a fan of wrestling. Obviously, you wouldn't mind seeing them two square up again. So we're going to have to wait and see how that turns out. And finally, Goldberg is back. Guys, I was there on Monday night in Hartford. The energy in the arena when his music played, you can't describe it. And he still got it. You saw it on Monday when he gave Rusev the jackknife and speared Paul Heyman. I don't know how that's going to anger the beast. So it's Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg at Survivor Series. The Survivor Series I'm going to talk about later on. All the matches that we have. It's going to be one of the best pay-per-views we have this year. Alright, now we're going to move on to SmackDown. Becky Lynch couldn't defend her title last month against Alexa. She is going to be defending it this Tuesday in Scotland on SmackDown Live. Alexa's been on a roll, clearly, since she's number one contender. I don't know if Becky... not sure how this match is going to go. Could really go either way. I think Becky will come out on top. She's probably the best they have on SmackDown, clearly, because she is the women's champion, but we'll wait and see. Alexa has come a long way since NXT, and she's doing phenomenal. I would love to see her as champion, but, my heart belongs with Becky right now. Speaking of champions, Dolph Ziggler is now the Intercontinental Champion. He won, obviously, his match against The Miz, where he was going to leave WWE if he lost. He won. That's another match of the year candidate. The Miz has been doing phenomenal this year. I mean, we all know he was a former WWE champion, so we obviously know what he's capable of. Kind of got lost in the shuffle, as a lot of people do. But, back to Dolph. Miz doesn't want to fight. I don't know why. You'd think he'd want his Intercontinental title back. Miz appears to be more concerned with feuding with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan has retired, so we're not going to see him in the ring. So I'm not sure where that's going, but it's been interesting. Now, Dolph has challenged any Raw superstar to an open challenge at Survivor Series. I don't know who it's going to be. I kind of hope it's Sami Zayn. I'd love to see Sami Zayn win the Intercontinental title. He hasn't won a title since coming to the main roster. Neville would be awesome. Great if it was Finn Balor, but we know he's still injured. I did hear, however, speaking of Finn Balor, that he is ahead of schedule. Hopefully he's returning closer to the 4 to 5 month range than the 6 month. I don't know. This is just what I'm hearing, but he does seem to be doing well. I follow him on Twitter. So, good luck with that. Alright, we got a little sidetracked. Back to SmackDown. Dean Ambrose, James Ellsworth, AJ Styles. If you've been following over the past couple of weeks, James Ellsworth has become super popular. Cost Dean his number one contendership, then helped Dean win. Now it's Dean Ambrose versus AJ Styles at TLC for the WWE Championship. I don't know if Ellsworth is going to get involved again. It's going to be interesting. I know a lot of people would love to see Dean Ambrose regain his title, but AJ has done a pretty good job of keeping it, so we're going to have to wait and see how that goes. Now, NXT, I guess I get called a surprise hit. We all know how great NXT is. Surprise, though, is Mickie James. Yes, Mickie James, is returning, and he is going to be facing Asuka at NXT TakeOver Toronto for the Women's Championship. I don't think anybody saw that coming. Asuka didn't pretty much. She's beaten everybody on the roster. She wanted new competition. Mickie James accepted. Can Mickie win? I don't know, but who does not want to see Mickie James versus Asuka? Roderick Strong, also, somebody else, a surprise coming into NXT. It's going to be a great fit. Got a lot of the former TNA guys there, so can't wait to see what he does. Now, there's been a lot of big signings lately. There's a lot of people that sign that not a lot of people know about, but will obviously know about in the future. But the 3 big signings were Tommy End, Big Damo, and Crazy Mary Dobson. Cannot wait to see what NXT does with them. They obviously bring their international following, so more fans, the better. It's going to be great. We also had the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic that started last year after Dusty's passing. It's again this year. The finals is going to be TM61 versus Authors of Pain. Obviously, you're going to assume Authors of Pain are going to win. They're the bigger, stronger. They got Paul Ellering behind them. They've been pretty dominant. It's going to be, I don't know what other word to use other than great to describe. NXT has been stellar this entire year. It's going to be a fantastic match. And Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe still going at it for that NXT championship. Joe wants it back. Nakamura ain't going to go down that easily, so we're going to have to wait and see when these two lock up again. They're going to be fighting at TakeOver. Now, Survivor Series, Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan challenged Raw to 3 matches, basically for brand dominance. We have Team Raw versus Team SmackDown in a tag team, the best tag teams. Now, Raw only has the tag team champions, the New Day, announced so far. SmackDown is pretty much filled. We have the Usos, American Alpha, the Hype Bros, Heath Slater and Rhino. And I know I'm missing somebody. Hold on, guys. I have to look at my notes. And who else? No, I guess I'm not. We're missing somebody. That is why. The last spot is to be determined. Not sure who that's going to be. Raw has quite a few tag teams. New Day has been scouting, I guess. I'd like to see Sheamus and Cesaro. I know they really can't get along that well, but they've been pretty good so far as a tag team, so I think they'd help Team Raw to victory. Obviously, the Club, another great, Enzo and Cass, but I don't know if all those people can get along, so that's going to be interesting. We also have Raw's women division taking on SmackDown's. Now, again, SmackDown's side is full. I don't know what Raw is waiting for. Maybe they want a surprise. SmackDown, we have Nikki Bella as the captain, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, and Becky Lynch on that team. Now, Natty really wanted to be in this match. She missed that spot. They announced that she is going to be coaching them. That can help them a lot because Natalya has over 10 years of experience. So I think they have the stronger team here because, again, Raw, although we do have Nia Jax on Team Raw, Charlotte is obviously your captain. We have Bayley. There's 2 spots left. We have still Dana Brooke, Alicia Fox, Summer Rae, and Emma. Any of them would be a great addition to the team. I don't know who they're going to pick. Hopefully we'll hear soon. Now, I obviously said the big match is Team Raw, the top 5 superstars, and the Team SmackDown's top 5 superstars. Again, SmackDown's team is full. AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Baron Corbin, Randy Orton, and Bray Wyatt. Now, Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, they have this weird thing going on. Apparently, Randy Orton has joined the Wyatt family. I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, he hears voices in his head, so I guess we shouldn't be too surprised about that. Anyways, on Raw's side, again, there is 1 spot left, but we have Team, Jericho, whatever they want to call themselves. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens are co-captains. I'm not sure how that's going to work out, But then we have Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman. You got Braun Strowman. I mean, it's pretty hard to lose with Braun Strowman on your team. But, again, we don't know who that last superstar is. I'm going to be filling that. I don't think that matters at this point. Like I said, you have Braun Strowman. You got the Universal Champion. You got Roman Reigns. I don't think Raw stands a chance of losing this match, but the other two matches, whoever wins, it's going to be great. It's not going to be easy. Cannot wait for Survivor Series. That is in 2 weeks, November 20th. I will be watching. All right. Now, usually at the end of the show, I do who to watch and who's next. I'm going to do that, but they're going to be a little different this week. They're not going to involve NXT superstars. Who you need to be watching are my girls, Charlotte and Sasha Banks. As a female wrestling fan, I am so proud of these two women. No matter what they did in that cage, the fact that they were there and they were main eventing a pay-per-view is just something to be proud of. But the fact that these two risked their careers to put on a match for fans inside of a Hell in a Cell, I cannot wait to see what they do next. I think it's clearly a groundbreaking step in women's wrestling. I think we're going to see a lot more, maybe not Hell in a Cell matches, I think we're going to see a lot more of those women pushing the limits, and we have Sasha Banks and Charlotte to thank. Their careers are not going anywhere, they're still young, they got a lot of time ahead of themselves. Charlotte's already a 3-time champion. Dare I say future Hall of Famer? I don't know, I might be talking too soon, but be on the lookout for these two in the next couple of years because they are going to be the face of the women's division. Now, NXT has been bringing in, not necessarily just NXT, we have Goldberg, Mickie James, Shelton Benjamin was coming back, he's injured. All these people coming back. So that got me thinking, who should come back from, well, pretty much my era, and who still has it? Could they be in NXT? I think he'd be better. I don't want to think he needs NXT. I think SmackDown would be the perfect fit for John Morrison. We all know who John Morrison is. He left, I think he's been gone for 5 years, give or take. He's been doing fantastic work in Lucha Underground. You need to watch. Who is not watching Lucha Underground, you are missing out on some of the best wrestling in the world. But John Morrison on SmackDown, how much would you love to see John Morrison versus AJ Styles? Come on. Hello. We have John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, John Morrison, Dean Ambrose. The matches would be endless. He would be a perfect fit for SmackDown. Again, he could even go to NXT. It'd be great to see him in NXT. Samoa Joe, Shinsuke Nakamura, that would be great. But if you want to see John Morrison return, or anybody else, comment below, follow me on Twitter, and that's all I have for this week, but I will be back next week.